We're going to graph the first one, shade, graph the second one, shade. Wherever they overlap, that's the solution, okay? All right, so take a look, and then I'll show you, you know, some efficient ways to do it as well. So it's like, you know, nice and clean. Okay, well, we're gonna graph the first one, and it is, I'm gonna do that one in blue, this one. Y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 5. So we go up here, negative 2 over 1, and, okay. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. And it's a solid line. Okay, where is the solution to this? Where do we shade? Above or below? Below. Okay, we shade below. So look, I'm just gonna do it this way, just to show you guys. I'm gonna shade this way, horizontally. Okay. Now the next one, I'm gonna graph in red. It's y is greater than negative 1 over 4x minus 6. So let's go to minus 6, down 1 over 4. This time it's gonna be a dashed line. So I should have brought my line further down. And then for this one, where are we gonna shade? Come on. Okay. Oh, okay. So we're gonna shade above for this one, right? All the way above. So you see that the region that overlaps is that center, right? In the middle. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna highlight that part here. That's the region, okay? So essentially, we don't need any of the other parts, right? What sometimes I like to do is this. When I graph one of them, right, I identify, so for example, when I graph, you know, one of them like this, and then when I graph the other one like that, I identify the regions where each of them needs to be shaded. So for example, the solid one, we shaded below, right? So I kind of put like little arrows saying like, okay, it's gonna be below. And then for this one, it's gonna be above. So I kind of put little arrows like this, and you can imagine that the region that they're gonna share or overlap is this region. So that's all you need to shade, right? Either way will work for me. Especially at this level, students are pretty good about like really identifying the region.
So like you don't have to shade at all, we just draw the arrows?
No, then you shade, right? The arrows are not enough. That is just for you, and then you can just shade the region that is the solution.
But we don't shade it like outside the line?
No, you don't have to shade outside the lines in that case.
We can shade like with a highlighter.
Sure.
What if we like shaded like different colors?
That's totally fine. It's totally fine. Like I said, like especially at this level, like students like are really good at this. I usually don't have any issues with like, you know, ambiguity or whatever. So let's go over here. Let's talk about solutions. So if a point lies in this highlighted region, it's a solution of this system, right? If a point lies on that blue line, is it a solution of this system? Yes. If it lies on the red line, is it a solution of the system? No. Okay? All right, good. So here, this one, negative 4x plus 8, negative 4x plus 4. What's the first thing you notice about those two lines? Same slope, meaning they're parallel lines, right? So one of them has y-intercept 8. Okay, and it's negative 4 over 1, like this. Okay. And the other one, okay, so where are we going to shade this one? Above or below? Above, right? So here. The other one is y-intercept of 4 down 4 over 1, so it's completely parallel, and this one is dotted. Where does this one get shaded? Below. There are no overlapping regions for this one. You don't have to shade anything, right? And you say there is no solution because the regions don't overlap. So if you shade at the top and you shade at the bottom and you recognize there are no overlapping regions, no, whether or not you shaded, you still have to write no solution. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So this one here, okay, so now we have y is greater than or equal to absolute value x, right? So this is, right, from this point on, right, when you see an absolute value equation, you need to know how to graph it, right? We're no longer going to learn how to graph an absolute value equation. So here, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. I go over this way, I go over this way, but you know what? I'm going to extend it all the way out. Okay? Just because I know what's coming. Okay? And then y equals less than 2x minus 6, up 2 over 1. And this is going to be dotted. Okay, so where are we going to shade the absolute value? Above or below? Above. And where are we going to shade? So above means all of these regions, right? And where are we going to shade the dotted line? Above or below? Is that right? Below? Dotted line? Yes, below? Yes? All right, speak up, guys. Yes, it is below. Below? Okay, so what's the region where they overlap? It's that tiny little corner strip here, okay? So that is the only part where you actually need to shade. Again, if you shade everything, just make it darker, bolder, colorful, whatever, all right? So that strip is the solution.
When it doesn't overlap, can we still shade?
Yeah, but make sure when it doesn't overlap at all and it's no solution, after you're done with all the shading, you have to state no solution. Okay, next we have a system of 3.
What if it overlaps but outside the given area?
You mean?
They're not parallel, but they're not at steep enough angles that will eventually meet, let's say at
like 15, 11.
15 and 17 or something.
Yeah, like they meet outside the graph.
As long as they meet, as long as there's a common region,
But then how do we,
then you would have to, huh? You'll probably have ones that you'll see, right? Because, you know, they're not going to be that far out. But, you know, but if it is something like that, if you suspect something like that, see if they are going to connect way up there, right?
maybe like on our calculator?
Right. Mm-hmm. Or if you can just graph it up there too. Okay, find the solution of the system and then find the vertices of the triangle form. Okay, so each one of these we're gonna, first of all, put as like, you know, isolate the y. So this one is going to be negative y greater than or equal to negative 2x minus 1. Y is less than or equal to 2x plus 1. Right? Okay. And this one, y is less than or equal to negative x plus 4. And then this one, 4y greater than or equal to negative x plus 4. Y is greater than or equal to negative 1 over 4x plus 1. Is that right? All right, let's do this. Oh my God, this is like my favorite one. Okay, so 2x plus 1. We're going to go here, up 2 over 1. Because I don't have a, well, I guess I can use that ruler, but like, in order to ensure that I, you know, get the angle right, I like to put more than one point, and then, you know, that just helps me get everything right. So here we go. Okay. All right, next, the red one, negative x plus 4. So we go up to 4, down 1 over 1. Okay. Here we go. Okay, where are we shading the purple one? to the, like, above or below? Below, this way, right? And the red one? Also below. Okay, next the blue one. We go up to 1 and then down 1 over 4. Okay, by the way, something I noticed on the test. If you have a slope like this, don't go over a quarter, right? Some people like we're going down like a quarter and over 1. Go down 1 over 4, so you're not eyeballing anything. Down 1 over 4. Here, oh, look at that. Okay, and this is going to be solid as well. Where are we going to shade this? Above. So can you identify a region where they all overlap? Yeah, it's that little triangle there, right? Which, I mean, we kind of hinted at anyway. So it's that triangle over here. All right. And the vertices of this triangle are the points 1, 3, 4, 0, and 0, 1. Okay? Questions? Do it, the more comfortable you'll get with this, right? So I'll take you in 1 second. Once you go to your graph, I always press this calculator button to the left. That takes me where I want to go very quickly. Okay, so there are several ways, right? You can either just press the delete button once to get what you want. In this case, this is going to be absolute value. Okay, again, the absolute value, it's in this toolbox. Don't put any other like vertical lines. Right? And then 2x minus 6, so tab y is less than 2x minus 6. Okay, so you see how like you can't even tell what's happening up there, right? Go to menu, window zoom, and you can either zoom out or you can like dictate the settings yourself. So in this case, if I just wanted to zoom out, you know, center, put the center wherever, right? And you can do it there. And then you can like keep zooming out. Okay? Yep.